Hello everyone, Pratik here from MakeForms and welcome to episode 6 of the Form Guru series. In the last episode, we saw the input field, the number fields and the text area fields, and today we are going to take a look at the drop down field. And this is my personal favorite because I love how powerful drop downs are and how you can, like when I was a developer myself, I used to create those drop downs where you will select the first drop down and then based on the values in the first drop down, the second drop down would load. And those kind of things excited me so much. And when we used to build make forms, I personally was so much indulged into building this feature. So today this whole episode is going to be only about drop downs. Can you imagine? Because that's the kind of drop down fields we've got at MakeForms. So won't take much of your time and deep dive straight up into drop downs. So we are going to take a look at paragraph text and heading sometime later. And I'm keeping a track of what all things I'm not picking up, so don't worry about it. I won't miss anything. So to add a drop down, what you will do is you'll just click. You can also drag drop it. Again, the first field is always the required field. That's it. Then you are seeing that there is a placeholder text. So over here you definitely are seeing the option 1 because that is what is here. But if you change this and you go into the design tab, you can see this. So then we have the helper text, which is similar. Now this is where the entire game changes. Okay, so drop down, like there are ways to do it. We can use the custom set. So when you select this on custom, which is your by default state, you can enter your values. So let's say we want to write which continent do you live in, for example. Let's say Asia, Americas, Africa, Europe. Okay, and if we go here, we can just see this. So this is the very basic drop down that you can create. But now this is where the entire game changes with MakeForms. If you select one of the predefined list, you can see that we've got things like this. The first one is the time zone. So while we were creating MakeForms, we thought that there are things that that are finite, that is not going to change a lot, and users don't have to go in and hunt for those lists, get it from somewhere, put it down in here. So time zone is one such example. So you can see that we have a time zone. Let's say I just type Mumbai. Let's say I type New York. I think we don't have New York, so maybe we have Boston. And let's say we have Hawaii, Alaska. So yeah, Pacific time, Central time, Eastern time zone. So something like that. So these are like pretty much the predefined values, which you really don't have to hunt for. So we've got them for you already. Similarly, you can have months, you can have days, you can literally have the last 100 years. So from this year all the way back down to 100 years, we'll pull that list for you, all automated. You don't have to go in. And if at all you want to change some of the values in the predefined list, you can just click on enable edits. This will change to custom, and then you're free to edit those values. But we at least got them for you. So let's say just right now I was trying to find New York and I did not see them here. So what I can do is I can just copy paste this somewhere else, and then I can come back and change those values and put them back here. So this level of detailing is something that you will get only with MakeForms and no other tool out there. Now, apart from that, this is the most amazing thing that I love at MakeForms. Okay, this is such a common use case out there, wherein people want the users who are filling the form to first select the country, then they want them to select the state, then they select the state, they want them to select the city. Believe me, I've been doing websites, I've been creating forms for fast like 15 years. I have not seen any form that gets this pre-defined for you. All you have to do is just go in and select the predefined list. So if you want only countries, we'll give you only the countries. So let's say I said this is the countries. As go in and type United States. If you want country and state, fine, we'll do that. So let's say I'll select United States. All the states from United States will load here. Then you want country, state, city, no worries, we got you covered. You select the country, you select the state, and you select the city. State and city. Now let's say you are collecting leads only from a specific country and you have no need to collect the country. So now you can select the state city option and select the country. For let's say I want it only for India, I'll do that. So now I have all the countries only of India loaded for me, and then accordingly the cities will load. So now just imagine something that is this easy. If you had to build a form wherein you wanted this kind of country, state, city selector, believe me, you would have had to pull in your developer to do that. So this is how powerful MakeForms is. Now we'll come back to the custom options, because I also have to show you the other settings. There's something called as multi-level dropdown, which we are going to see in the next episode, because it is a little technical and it needs a completely different episode of its own. So there is something called as multi-select. So let's say we want the user to write what kind of food do you prefer to eat. I'll just write here Indian, Chinese, Mexican, American, Italian. Okay, and we want our users to select multiple options. So you can just go in here, you can just now go into the design tab. Okay, I'll just save this first. I'll just publish this. So now let's see this form in action too. Okay, so I select India, Mexican, Italian. So now this is a drop down where you can, your users can select multiple options. How amazing is this? And then when this data gets stored in the backend, it gets stored as multiple values. So it's like the same, same field, but it behaves in two different ways. Now if you want your users to add another option, like they don't like any of these, then you can select add other, and they can then go in and they can enter their own value. So we'll quickly refresh this. So, and when they type other, let's say I'll try okay. So this is also user can enter their own value. So this is how you can actually use this particular field to either select from the predefined list of values like country, state, city, time zone, all those things, or else if you can also allow your users to select multiple values, or if they want to put in their own values, you can allow them to select other. And then out of this, what you can also do is that You can select a default value. So when you select, let's say I'm selecting Mexican, so this value will be selected as default, but not for the multi-select, because in multi-select you can actually select multiple values. So this is all that we have for the drop down field. In the next episode, I am going to explain how you can create multi-level drop down field. That's it. Thanks everyone. Pratik here from MakeForms. Bye bye.